Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to our EGM Securities update. We've got Lawrence back. Lawrence, so good to see you.
How are you doing?
We've got very well, and yourself?
Doing great.
I see you're so busy now on the phones. It must be telling me that there are lots of customers that you've snagged.
Yeah.
Lawrence, so much going on. I mean, I'm sure we'll talk through it, but you wanted to start off with cable, I think.
Yeah, the cable and the
Yesterday, Gaurav was telling me, Ali Khan, if it drops below 127.80, the next stop is 126. I'll just throw that in the mix. Yeah. What are you seeing on cable, and what are you thinking?
I think the reason why the cable is losing so much, as you can see here, and remember it's across the board, even on the Euro USD, it's losing.
Yes.
I think it's
dollar
because
strength.
It's dollar strength.
Yes.
One, we started with geopolitical risk with Turkey.
Yes.
Then kind of subsided. Then we went to trade wars. Then we went to NAFTA. NAFTA was resolved. Now we're going to Khashoggi, and now we're going to other trade wars with China. So that all that kind of went to dollar strength. Then we had equities which were gaining, but now equities are losing.
It's been pretty dramatic, the
exactly.
sell-off. I saw some numbers which said the sell-off is as bad as 2008 in October.
Yeah, close to. So now you get that. So, but all this is on the dollar.
So you're talking about a flight to quality, basically.
Exactly.
The old story, if everything looks terrible, buy the dollar.
Yeah, and remember the pound is very strong in such situations. Because the pound also can hold its own weight. But the problem is that, they're not getting any breaks with Brexit.
And apparently Merkel was a strong supporter, and that story, I think, made people think yesterday,
And now we might be looking at an election next year.
Yes.
So those rumors also not helping the pound.
Okay.
So now you see the pound is losing across board, obviously, because of, because there were rumors that Theresa May compromise on the border issue.
Yes.
But then again, those kind of were shut down.
If she compromises, Lawrence, on the border issue, it will be unacceptable to the hardcore in our own party. It's a real catch-22.
Exactly.
It's very unfortunate. I don't know how she's going to do it. But then, Corbyn, who's the leader of the Labour Party, is not pro-Europe either. So I suppose she might rely on Corbyn. I don't know.
Exactly. And the guys in the Euros are not giving an easy time about it. You see? They have a hard stance, and Theresa May also has a hard stance. And Theresa May is not getting any support from her team also.
No.
Yeah.
It's a mess.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the Euro now that we're looking at.
Yeah.
Again, the Euro has been sort of trading lower.
Yes, consistently lower.
Consistently lower.
Yeah.
Bounces have been faded, and we come back. Here we are now at 113.72.73.
If you go back to sometime in the Eurozone, remember they had issues also. And they also had to have quantitative easing.
Yes.
Right now they also have the issue with Italy, where Moody's kind of downgraded there. But I think...
But it wasn't as bad as people expected. They didn't downgrade them to junk, right? They left it just above.
Just above junk.
Yes.
And also remember, we also Italy, by the way, has a lot of work to do.
Yes.
Sorry, not the Eurozone has a lot of work to do in terms of, economic recovery. Because remember, they were hit very hard.
They were.
By I think it was in 2015, around there.
Yes.
Yeah, so they still have to recover from that.
So
and this issue of trade wars is not helping them in any way.
No, that's right. Because if you looked at the data, like car exports into China, did you see that?
Exactly.
You suddenly saw.
Exactly.
It's not just located US-China, right?
Yeah, because the Eurozone is very good in manufacturing, mostly for automobiles. So, and Trump is very huge on automobiles. Even NAFTA was one of the things was that the cars have to be made there. And remember also from German cars and German production, if you look at the DAX, the trade war in China is also affects
the DAX, which I think is one of the poorest indices this year.
Exactly.
Yes.
You see?
So what are you seeing here in the Euro? What do you think?
So, but at least the Euro is way much better than the pound.
Yes.
You get? Because there is an economic issue, the other one is a political issue, and people are more kind of, afraid of political issues than economic issues. Because economic issues maybe you can resolve in time. Political is kind of more like ideology change and things like that.
Yeah.
So now if you look at, assuming you're a trader and you want to kind of just hold one position.
Yes.
Right? Maybe the pound against just maybe sell the pound against the euro or the dollar or the euro against the dollar.
Yes.
Now, if you want to hold on one position, the most you can do is maybe come here at the euro pound.
This is the euro sterling.
Yes. So this is just...
Wow, look at that.
This is just...
that is actually euro appreciation, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You see that
and,
even right now
the euro has been weak. So that's
there's so much room to cover here. If we just go to the weekly.
So we've still got room to test up to 0.93 from here, another 4 points.
Another 4 points. You see, and it's above the moving average. It's just between the upper Bollinger, the middle Bollinger, so it might hit the the upper Bollinger.
So that's telling you that you will be buying the euro and selling sterling.
Yes, if I was to hold a position, I would rather sell the pound USD as opposed to the euro USD, because I feel that the pound will give us more downside, just like Gaurav stated. And remember, this week is a very huge week for the dollar.
Talk us through what you were going to give us a little bit of an idea of what we got ahead of us.
So remember, we are approaching Christmas season, right?
Yes.
And so here we have consumer confidence.
Yes.
From
this
USD.
Will be interesting to see how the US consumer has reacted to the sell-off in the stock market. So and that's been a strong number, hasn't it? It's been underpinning.
It has been underpinning. Yeah. So, but we expect a forecast lower than the previous.
Yes.
But now we are looking at this forecast and kind of see if it's going to be lower or higher. I think it's going to be higher.
You do?
People are still pro-US.
Yes.
Even if the equities are falling,
yes.
People are still pro, the American consumer is still confident in...
And I saw that in the GDP number, the US consumer was the strongest number, the component for the consumer was the strongest since 2014.
Then we have, manufacturing PMI.
Yes.
You see, and the non-manufacturing PMI. What I would like to see is manufacturers' sentiment in the market.
Yes.
Because for them, they are looking at 6 months, 1 year down the line.
And have they been affected by this?
Exactly, and also exactly. And if they're going to, what they feel is, what they feel that about the future in terms of the tariff war and their production and their output, and what they are because they are going to kind of have to rebalance. So what are they looking to do in terms of rebalancing for the trade war?
And what is your overall most compelling trade? You've spoken about those three currencies. What do you feel the strongest about right now?
I think right now, the dollar has gained so much. I would not want to be caught, buying it,
yes.
at huge volumes.
Okay.
What I would do is I would look for a weakness in the dollar.
Yes.
And then I'll kind of look at a currency that is not going to be weak anytime soon. Yes. Maybe the USD JPY. Sorry, maybe the yen.
Yes.
Then I'd want to kind of correlate that. Because right now I can't hold my hopes on the euro or the pound. So I might want to look for another stronger currency somewhere else and kind of see how that pans out. Yeah. So maybe the USD yen. And also this week, before I forget, we have the NFP.
Oh, that's a big number, right?
Yeah,
I mean, when I first got to the trading floor, this was the number that everybody would be completely focused on. Non-farm payrolls number. This is the amount of employment created outside the farm economy.
Yeah.
And but the US economy is blowing hot. The number of openings is the highest it's been.
Exactly.
They can't get enough people to do the jobs.
Yeah.
But then counterintuitively, Lawrence, it's quite interesting that salaries have not been going up. Hourly earnings have not been spiking, which you normally expect when it's difficult to find workers.
Yeah, I think it's because the companies are not yet ready to kind of give that much money in the market, because even them, they know that their stocks are at an all-time high. So they might they might expect kind of a dip, and you don't want to give guys a rate hike, a salary hike when you expect the market may dip. So you want to give them at a trough as you expect the economy is going to do better. Yeah.
Always a pleasure, Lawrence.
Okay, awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.